everybody. I am Michelle, and welcome to Sacred Space Coloring Corner. I'm so excited to be here. You know what? I wanted to do a short little video, just get something up on here to read to you, to explain to you some of the wonderful benefits of coloring. I love coloring. I've used it for a long time as something to just kind of calm me down, help me to get grounded, just kind of getting myself out of my head. And it's been a wonderful tool. And so that's why I started designing coloring books. I do coloring books. I have them on my website, Sacred Space Art Therapy, and also on my Patreon, which is Sacred Space Coloring Corner. And so those two names all go together. They're synonymous. But I wanted to read to you some of the benefits, and I'm reading it off of a paper because this is how many benefits there are. So let's do it really quick. First of all, coloring helps to reduce stress and anxiety. There is nothing like grabbing your coloring book. This is my favorite coloring book that I ever did. It's 12 Angelic Affirmations. And check this out. You have these beautiful angels, and you have these wonderful affirmations down below. I am resourceful, right? When I'm feeling like I need to just concentrate on the fact that I'm resourceful, I can find the things I need and stuff like that. And here's what you do. These coloring books are digital downloads. So when you get them, you get a digital link and you click on it and you download it, put it like in your Dropbox, which is where I put mine, and then you print them out. You get all of your different pages. I love this stuff. Look at that one. Isn't she pretty? And then I put them in these little file folders, right? So this is how this works with the digital downloads. You can do that, or you can print them out one at a time. One at a time, I do that. Like I put the ones that I color, I put in a little book. And so then I have all the different pages that I've colored. It's hard to hold it up. All the different pages that I've colored. Right? Isn't that fun? And don't forget to sign your coloring pages. They're your artwork. You've created them. They're your art. And so these are the things I put in these little folders. I get them on Amazon. They're like $7 for 10. So you get your books, your little coloring books, and you get them printed out. You can print one page at a time. You can print the whole book. I do it both ways. And then, so they help to reduce stress and anxiety. Here's one thing. A lot of times we're getting ready to do something that is good for us. We get resistance. I know I do a lot. It's like, oh, I don't have my coloring, I don't have my crayons here. I don't have my color pencils here. I don't feel like doing it, right? But if you just go, no, this is my moment for me. This is what I'm doing. And you just kind of start coloring and start easy. And I'm going to do some videos on this stuff too. I'm going to do videos where we all just sit and color together. But what happens is it helps to reduce stress and anxiety. But the first few minutes that you're doing it, you're going to find some resistance, and that's okay. Push through the resistance. It's okay. And then you begin to calm down. Your body begins to relax. Just put some color in there. You can always color over. If you make a flower yellow and you later find you want it to be pink or purple, you can always change it. You can color over it. So don't stress out about that either. Just get started. Just get started. And it'll begin to help to reduce the stress and anxiety. Coloring can help you sleep better. I always color before I go to bed at night. I turn the TV off, I put the phone down, and I just color for a little bit. I don't always finish the picture. Sometimes I just color, sometimes I doodle. I'll be sharing some of my doodles too with you guys, and I share them on my Patreon site. That's where a lot of really fun things going to be doing too. I'll be doing here in recorded videos, but I'm going to be putting them, in different places. Coloring can also help you focus better. You color, it's almost like a brain dump, right? It's like your brain just kind of gets to empty out, everything gets to relax, and it can really help you focus. And a lot of times once you get going, you're focusing on the colors and you're getting into it. It's really good for training the mind to focus. It's really good to help with fine motor skills, the brain to hand thing, right? To make that connection between the brain and the body. That is so important that we have that connection to our brain and our body. We kind of have in our culture kind of separated the brain from the body, the emotions and the brain, the mental and the body. And it's like a lot of times we're operating like in all these different, almost like dimensions, where the brain's thinking, but the body's screaming and the emotions are like suppressed. And we get all kind of messed up. A lot of times we just get out of the body. We're not even functioning fully in the body, which is what is being grounded, right? Being grounded is it's in your body, you're connected to Mother Earth. So it really, really helps with the fine motor skills where you're connecting everything back together. They call that a practice called it being somatic, where you're mindful of your body, you're feeling what the emotions are, you're paying attention to what's going on, and coloring can really help you with that. And it with the fine motor skills too, that brain and that body connection really helps you be able to focus in, be able to function mentally on a lot of different levels. It can help you to achieve mindfulness. And again, it's relaxing the brain. And it's almost like just letting all that stuff you don't need just kind of fall out, right? It does help to combat negative thoughts. And that's part of the reason that I put positive affirmations on all of my coloring books, right? I put positive affirmations. That's part of what makes my coloring books unique. Whoop, those ones don't have it. The Zentangle, the cupcake one. This is cupcakes, ice creams, and sweet things. Whoops. Oh, I didn't put my stuff back in right. Those ones don't have the original ones. Some of them do have the colors on them. The things on this is one I just did that's so cute. Isn't she pretty? Nature is my home. Reconnecting to that. I'm going to need to get my book back together again properly. And so it helped to combat those negative thoughts. And so that's why I put those positive words on there that you can begin to just kind of focus in on that. Coloring is cool because you can take it anywhere. It's portable. You can take it anywhere. It helps you to unplug from the day. I know a lot of people that come home, they kind of get a cup of tea, maybe get dinner cooking, sit down and color for 10 minutes just to unplug. Again, it's very grounding. It's very soothing. Also, another thing that's really cool, coloring is being proven. Science has actually been working with this to help soothe dementia and Alzheimer's patients. And using soothing colors such as beautiful blues, soft greens, pastel colors can be very, very soothing. Coloring has shown to have benefits for brain damage. People that have brain damage, whether it's actual injury or trauma, abuse, people that have suffered abuse, whether mental, emotional, or physical, or all the above. It's really, really good for that. That's part of what I have been healing from for many years, and I have always colored and didn't realize it was really helping me through. It's also really, really good for people that have brain damage and that are causing or maybe even stem from addictions and that kind of stuff, because there's a lot of damage that's done with that. Coloring is a great way for families to kind of connect and begin to communicate. It's really neat. We're going to be experiencing that together in getting into coloring together, and then just saying positive affirmations, kind of get to that place where we all get connected at the heart, because it's all about the heart. It's all about that love resonance that we want to all be connected in. We want to be tapped into it. We want to be connected at that level. Coloring can also help kids and teens kind of regulate their energy. Now, we see a lot of kids, a lot of teens, I was one, that kind of act out, kind of in frustration. The world is frustrating. We're designed to be free flowing, things, and we're told to get, got to do this, you got to do this, you got to do that. And we have very little room for the free flow that is our divine nature. And so coloring and giving kids that space to be able to just be there and to color and maybe get up and move and jump and dance and put coloring in there, it helps them to be able to regulate their emotional, their mental, and their physical bodies. It's really good. Coloring, oftentimes, it just makes you happy. and it helps you to connect to your childlike joy. There's nothing so fun for me than sitting down with a happy picture and just start coloring. I never know where it's going to end up. I never know where it's going to go. I just get started. Um, Coloring is also a wonderful guide for meditation. And again, that's why I put the affirmations on there, because you can get into that wonderful space where the brain is slowed down, nervous system is slowed down. Oh, and all of a sudden it's just like, oh man. And then you can take a nice deep breath. You don't even have to finish your picture, and just close your eyes for a minute and just feel yourself, right? Feel that feeling of being kind of relaxed. And you can tell when you're ready for that when you take a couple of nice deep breaths. You're coloring, you're playing, and all of a sudden, you feel that the body relaxes. And that's when the brain is shifted. That's when the nervous system is relaxed. That's when you're getting into that wonderful state. We take a couple of breaths. Close your eyes for a minute and just feel that wonderful connection. Your mind is connected to your body. Your nervous system is slowed down. The emotional body has kind of been able to relax. And then when you're ready, you just take another deep breath and continue coloring. Take a look at your coloring. Appreciate yourself. Appreciate how amazing you are. You're sitting down and coloring. It's wonderful. Coloring is a wonderful tool for kind of releasing the thinking mind and to open up the subconscious mind too. The subconscious mind is where a lot of our trauma and our negative thinking, our negative patterns are kind of stored. And when you start coloring, it brings that happy joy. As you're doing it, it relaxes and it allows you to open up to the subconscious mind. And that's where I use coloring in I call my art therapy. I've studied art therapy, but I use the coloring and the getting together and the coloring. I do it actually in sessions where we're coloring together, right? We're coloring together and we're enjoying this. And then, we can begin to talk and begin to open up the subconscious mind and be able to have the body have part of the conversation too, because we're connecting mind and body. We're allowing the emotions to come in and express. And it's a wonderful tool. It's a wonderful tool for therapy. It helps that subconscious mind to know that it has a space to be heard. We're holding a space for the subconscious for the sadness and the grief, and the anger even, right? All those emotions that we tamp down because we got to be good in this world, and allow them to come up and take a look at them. See what's going on. That's where healing happens. That's where healing happens. So another thing is coloring books are great gifts. They are so good. They're such a fun gift. Everybody loves coloring. Give somebody a coloring book and a packet of crayons or a packet of colored pencils. And you can even do it as a family Christmas activity. Give everybody a book. Give everybody some colored pencils. And after you're done opening presents, maybe before you eat, maybe after you eat, everybody sit down and start coloring, right? You can even have the football game on and just be sitting there coloring. It's so wonderful. Also, the digitals that I give them in JPEG form. You can also upload them to your digital coloring app on your phone or your iPad. I use Procreate. So you can upload them into Procreate and you can do it on your digital apps too, which is so cool. Coloring is also great for birthday parties, fun things for kids to do together as a party activity. And they're great for all different kinds of parties, graduation parties. I was at it was either a bridal shower or a baby shower where we were coloring. Everybody colored a picture and then it was a baby shower and gave the mother a picture and let that be a part of the baby book, which I thought was so sweet, right? Christmas stocking stuffers is so fun. Kids parties. They make great party favors for parties. So like if your kids are having a birthday party and you want to send everybody home with something, it's a really inexpensive way to send a cool gift home with all the kids as well. it's it's fun entertainment. It's not just for kids either. The adult coloring world is huge. It's huge. Teens love to color, um, adults, kids, and also, our precious elderly, which I'm like on the line of that. I'm moving into that too. What a wonderful experience to just have coloring books to be able to express. We all are innately, we are all artists of some sort, and expressing that creative nature brings us closer to whatever our idea is of God, of that divine force that flows through everything. And it brings us closer to that space where we're connected to that. There's so many words for it. There's God, universal mind, source, the all that is. I like to call that the eternal loving presence. And it helps us to bring that back. And also, coloring is a great thing to add on to other therapies. Like I do meditation and hypnotherapy a lot, and I will have people color, kind of get into the zone, and then we'll drop into our process, come out coloring, and help to process things as well. So, thank you for letting me share this with you. Um, so that you can understand the benefits of coloring too. And there's many more benefits. Each individual has their own expression of their experience. Everybody has their own unique experience too, which is what makes it so wonderful and exciting and beautiful. You are beautiful. You are wonderful and exciting. You're magical. You have an artist inside of you. Everybody does. And it's so healing and it's so grounding and it's so important that we begin to experience that part of us. So I hope you'll come on the journey with me. I'm going to be doing more things, more videos on YouTube. I'm going to be doing more videos on Patreon. We're going to be having what I'm calling color alongs, where we get together and color. I have a Facebook group. It's called Sacred Space Coloring Corner. YouTube channel, Patreon, Instagram. So come and play with me. Come and find me, and let's connect and let's color together. I'd like to say, come on, let's color. Let's play. Let's play and have fun. Life is too short not to have your playtime. So let's do it coloring. I love you guys. Look forward to seeing more of you. Have a great day.